say about the Adidas Predator that hasn't already been said? Now in its 20th year, Adidas' most storied football boot range has undergone a superlative overload in the last few months, as Adidas have turned up the style to celebrate the Pred. It's just as well then that the new Predator Instinct is living up to that legacy, making its own mark in Adidas history as a superb football boot in its own right. The Instinct, of course, follows up the lethal zones, a concept which, despite being a solid boot, did seem to divide opinion with the fans a little. A narrow, form-fitting boot, the LZ felt a little bit non-traditional in terms of what a Predator should feel like, and a little bit more like a speed boot. Old school Predator fans then will be pleased to hear that the fit has been evolved once again on the new Instinct, finding a sweet spot somewhere between the wider, softer fit of boots like the Predator Power Swerve and the control-enhancing lower profile fit of the last two Lethal Zones releases. That said, there are a few quirks with the fit of the Predator Instinct as well. The new control frame creates a more rigid toe box with a more pinched shape to the tip of the boot. If in the past you found that the Lethal Zones boots were a little bit snug, or generally that the toes on a lot of boots are tight in this area, then you might want to consider going half a size up, as we have chosen to do. But that fit is well worth experimenting for. The Adidas Predator Instinct is a wonder of tactile ball feel teamed with the flexibility to let your foot do what it needs to do. The hybrid touch-upper feels thinner this time out, but is cleverly augmented with Velcro in the heel and under the tongue to keep the foot where it needs to be inside the boot. The new Predator elements are a real step up as well. The Instinct design and layout of these key pieces of tech finally feel like the fully fleshed out idea of the Lethal Zones concept. Responsive and ideally placed, there's a convincing level of grip and friction between boot and ball, without being in any way intrusive. There's a genuine feel of bite on the ball when passing and receiving. In terms of new features on the boot, the Instinct's new control frame doesn't make a great deal of difference worth noting on our feet, but the welded gel pass pad on the instep is a killer new app, with a decent level of ping on the ball when making passes and through balls. With a design based on the sprint frame of the last generation, Adidas' new Predator continues to have excellent traction, with a slightly tweaked stud layout providing minimal pressure from the studs whilst maintaining maximum comfort and grip on the green stuff. Stability is also a feature of the new sole plate, which pays dividends in the striking department. As expected, the Instinct side offset lacing and purpose-built strike zone team up to make a wonderful area to ping shots and set pieces from. Overall, the Adidas Predator Instinct's headline changes actually aren't all that much to write home about, but the continued refinement of the Predator formula in a post-K-leather market has resulted in a raft of smaller changes that you won't see on any tech sheet or press release, but you'll definitely feel making a difference on your foot. And that wraps up our time with the Adidas Predator Instinct. For more news on the Predator, including colourways, updates and players to wear them, head over to Footy-Boots.com or visit our Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and Twitter pages for all those updates straight to your newsfeed.